everyone, I'm Manna. This is Momo. Maru's still sleeping on his bed down there. Arya and Loki are still playing out in the living room. Everyone's wanting to be tucked in and cozy, or at least for the adult kitties. The kittens are like, nah, it's playtime. So they're having a grand old time out in the living room. There's a Christmas tree box out there because I dragged that out so I could put the Christmas tree up. So this is going to be their first Christmas. First Christmas for you too. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. By the time you guys see this, Christmas has already happened. I'm sorry. I do have my little Christmas tree out back there that you can barely see unless you have it like on a big... I can barely see it in my camera, but it's there, I promise. It's like one of those old ceramic Christmas trees. So, yeah, I wanted to get my Christmas vibes ready before I have my surgery. At this point, you guys are like, you've already had the surgery. How's recovery going? I can't tell you that. I don't know. I'm in the past, not the future. So, one day, I'll be able to tell you. That day for me is not today. Anywho, we're back with more of the letter. And when we last left off, we talked with Isabella and she convinced us that she's coming with us. And while she was getting ready to come with us, we're playing as Ashton, by the way, in case y'all missed that. If you're new here, I don't know why you're starting here. This is a weird place to be starting, and like almost the end game. We're getting real close because we got to do Luke's chapter. Like we're doing Ashton's, we're doing Luke's next, and then I think there's like a chapter after that where everybody's combined. I think I don't really remember, but we are getting close to the end of the game. So if this is your first time watching me play this, why are you starting here? There's a whole playlist. Go start at the beginning so you know everything that's going on. Like, don't start in the middle. That's weird and confusing. Anywho, so while Isabella was getting ready, Ashton called Professor Clark, told him, hey, I'm off the Luxborn case. Sorry. And then had a sudden realization that, oh shit, everybody talking about this ghost, it's a real thing. Well, fuck. Now we're all in trouble. Let's figure this out. And instead of grabbing Rebecca and taking her with us, we just left her alone. She may or may not be dead. May have gotten her pushed off of a roof. We'll find out at some point. Good cup of coffee. I see Arya has joined us. Are you trying to find trouble over there, mister? You gonna come say hi? Why don't you come say hi? Arya, come show everyone how big you've gotten. Come here. At the time of this recording, Arya was neutered about a week and a half ago. So, everybody is spayed and neutered. Look how big he's getting. Look how big he is. You're so big. You're such a big boy. Yes, you are. You're growing so much. Your sister's like half your size. But he's doing good. Momo still doesn't like him. Come in. All right, you can go. You can go if you don't want to stay. You can go that way. You want to go in the window and enjoy what little sunshine there is currently? Yeah? Good boy. He's getting so big. He's, let's see. Wow. Almost, he's about 7 months old at the time of this recording. By the time it goes up, he'll be probably approaching 9 months old by the time this video goes up. He is not the most graceful. He does not give black cat energy. He gives orange cat energy. And Loki gives the black cat energy. They kind of swapped, it would seem. And Arya's figured out how to turn on my ceiling fan light, so that's great. I'll be sleeping at night and suddenly the light's on because he's decided he's launching himself at the chains because he wants to play with them. He likes to fight with candles. He has burnt himself a couple of times now. He is currently trying to burrow under a blanket. So I'm going to assist him with that. Okay, sorry about all of that. I like to gush over the kittens. I'm very happy with all of my babies. He is now burrowed under the big soft fuzzy blanket. He likes... All of my cats love big soft fuzzy blankets. I love big soft fuzzy blankets. Okay, anywho, let's get into it. Alright, so we'll do our journal update. Disturbed by the ruckus outside her unit, Isabella reprimanded Ashton for the noise. The latter noted her disheveled appearance and puffy eyes, although before he could ask about it, she brought up the issue with BRC again and insisted they both look into it that night. While waiting for Isabella, Ashton called Professor Andrew Clark to inform him of his dismissal from the Luxborn firm case. While Andrew assured him that it was fine, the detective promised to keep an eye on the case. However, a realization cut the conversation short. And now we are at Zach's. Alright. Let me adjust here because I was sitting with my legs crossed and I'm not supposed to do that because it makes my hips hurt. Anywho. Zach's the kind of guy who prefers to laze around his apartment on a weekend, especially after having a busy week like the last one. The big guy's nowhere in sight, though, when we arrive at his unit. Figures, people don't seem to be where they should be when I need them. Looking around, I find no sign where he might have gone to. He usually leaves a note on his fridge if he's out for the day, just in case someone drops by. As there isn't one, he probably just went out for a quick walk. I hope. Oh yeah, he went for a quick run. That's for sure. Maybe he ran out of eggs or something and went to buy some. He is out of eggs after all. It puts my running mind to rest for a while. He always has to have some, be it for an omelet or something he's baking.
Ash, should you be rummaging around? It's bad enough we went in here without asking for his permission.
Chill, I'm just looking.
Actually, I could go for a fucking pie right now, but Zach's fridge is next to empty, save for a few leftovers. All I can do is sigh as I close it behind me. Oh, this is the point where he grabs the fucking chips.
If you see me take anything, feel free to call the police.
You are the police. Isabella's quick to shoot me a sharp glare, and another chuckle slips from me, despite the unease in my stomach. But the cheer only lasts a mere few seconds. Mostly because she hasn't been in the mood for any sort of friendly banter. It's the silence that's telling. And a quiet Isabella? It's usually the first recipe for an incoming shitstorm.
Do you always do this whenever you visit another person's house? Because I have a lot of questions about your methods.
Just with Zach.
I'm still worried for our friend, of course, and despite what's bothering Isabella, she's anxious too. She's been standing by the doorway for a few good minutes now, since we entered Zach's place, in fact. She doesn't seem to know what to do with herself. But as much as I want to put her at ease, her nervous tics are starting to get to me. The manner in which she makes herself smaller, the way she fidgets with her hands, clasping them one moment and unfurling in the next. It's distracting enough that I want to ask what's wrong. I doubt she'll give me a straight answer, though, and the best I can do is help her temper it.
You don't have to hang around the door. You might be here for a while. You can sit down.
She hesitates for a second, but eventually takes the empty seat by Zach's study table.
Aren't we going to look for him?
Sure, we can, but where are we going to start? I can think of a few places he might be, but Luxborn's a big city. I don't want to miss the big guy if we leave, and...
I trail off, making a vague gesture in the general direction of Zach's bed. The messy bed suggests he was out in a hurry. He didn't even bother to fold the sheets, and his phone is laying on the pillow. His cell phone's been left behind as well. Another odd thing when he has made it a habit to never leave it behind in case a client calls.
At least the locked door points to the fact that it wasn't a forced exit.
That seems to reassure her, but not so much. Understandable. Anything might happen. In hindsight, I should have left Rebecca alone. I shouldn't have left Rebecca alone either. We'll have to check on her later. What did I say? Multiple times now. In the meantime, Zach, but with no other clue where he is and no other way to contact him, we have no choice but to wait. Sure, I could give the room another thorough run-through, but I don't think Zach would appreciate me upending his place. Isabella won't let me do that either, besides. I haven't eaten anything yet. Isabella probably hasn't, too. We did leave in a hurry. Might as well take this chance to cool down a bit, right? Anything to distract myself so that I don't just charge headfirst because of whatever paranoid scheme that comes to mind. Isabella is with me. I can't be reckless. Returning to the kitchen, the first thing I see is a bag of chips when I rifle through the cupboards. Original flavor. Ah, the taste of lard. I like that they have their logo on the potato chips, the game development company. That's so fucking cute. After muttering a permission and an apology its owner won't hear, I grab it. Isabella doesn't miss shooting me another glare, but she doesn't really make an effort to stop me this time. She ignores my offer of food, though. So instead, I set myself on Zach's old couch and turn on the television. Isabella's silence may not be too heavy, but it sure as hell is awkward. Bleh. The screen lights up, right as some awful noontime drama starts airing on Channel 9. Nothing like sitting in front of the TV with a mindless drone running in the background to waste away the time. I'm going to be doing that a lot here soon. I've already decided that during the groggy part of my recovery, I'm just going to have Gilmore Girls on the whole fucking time. Because I've already seen Gilmore Girls so many times, and I love Gilmore Girls. It is a great show to watch when you feel like shit. So, it's not what I watch when I'm sick. I don't know what you're talking about. And wasted away we do. The afternoon has hit its last few hours when movement comes from the other side of the door, and Zach's heavy treads break the monotonous drivel from the TV. The lock clicks, the knob turns, and slowly it swings open to reveal a very exhausted-looking Zach. What, did he run a marathon?
Sup, Z-Man?
Hey, Zach. Sorry we just barged in here. Ash was...
Worried.
Relax. Z-Man gave me a copy of the key himself.
Doesn't mean you can just barge in whenever you want. Light as my tone might be, his arrival eases the restless edge in me. Who knows what I would have done if something bad had happened to one of my friends. If another minute had gone by without him showing up, I might have resorted to unconventional methods.
Only after you broke the 13th one? I can't keep replacing them every time you think it'd be a good idea to break into my apartment. And stop calling me Z-Man!
I didn't break anything this time.
Ash, just because I gave you a key doesn't mean you can just stroll in here whenever you want to. And hey, is that my...
It's scary how the friendly banter and easy smile come naturally. I do it, even without thinking, and that speaks volumes about how comfortable I am around him. That's nice, isn't it? What makes me afraid of it, however, is the idea that a time might come where I might just do these without even meaning to and offend him in some way. The friendship we have might be closer than most I've shared with others, but there are boundaries you can't cross without the other's permission. And you do this to Zach frequently. Zach's been respectful of that so far, neither asking about my parents or what happened to them. Me? I'd bet he'd say not so much. It's also this easy banter that makes me wish we could just stay like this. No worries, no problems, just potato chips and the debate on whether or not I deserve them. You don't. Like, one of you could have stayed at the apartment to wait for him, and the other could have went and picked up food and brought it back. Just saying. But as usual, something always cuts moments like this short. You want to hold my hand, Momo? You're so sweet. I love you. You're such a sweet girl. You're also kind of a bitch, but you're a calico, so I expect that.
Of course he eats all of it. You know, I was saving that for the weekend.
It is the weekend.
Did you at least share some with Bella?
Nope.
Don't worry about it. I'm good.
She's
Zach.
not. She's not. She needs to eat something.
Really? It's free food, you know? What was that you usually say? You don't say no to free food? What happened?
No, I'm just not hungry.
She is. Don't let her lie. She's hungry. Although her tone forces him to do a double take, Zach doesn't push it. The question's all too clear in his eyes when he glances my way, though. I really wish I could answer him. Despite my best efforts, Isabella's been unforthcoming as well. What am I supposed to do? I can't just force her to speak, can I? She's not a criminal to interrogate. She's a friend, for Pete's sake. It's a good thing Zach has a better handle on the situation than I, and soon enough, he changes the subject. Where it leads to isn't necessarily the better topic, however.
Aye. But if you want something, just say so. I've got a fully restocked pantry right here at your disposal. Still not a 5-star level thing, but for an empty stomach, it'd do.
You don't have eggs, so you're not fully restocked.
Just say the word.
Thanks, Zach. Maybe next time. Food is not really what we came here for. Ash, he's the one who...
She stumbles into one of her uncertain silences again before glancing my way. There's a plea in there for me to take the lead on this, but where do we start? The mansion, the strange things we've been seeing, the letter. Even I'm afraid of what he might say. I can't even believe I'm considering taking a deeper look into this whole thing in the first place, but here I am. Oh, you left your cozy burrow to play? Okay.
I should have listened.
How is everything with you lately, Zach?
Hold on, Ash. Both of you. Did I just hear you say that? Is this why Isabella's here? Has something happened?
Calm down, we're just here to check on things. So, did you meet Andrew about the photos?
What photographs?
Unlike when he brought up the subject of the photos with me, he doesn't hesitate when Isabel asks for it. Zach hastily fishes them out of a nearby drawer and hands it to her. I could almost see it in him. The 1 second hindsight kicks in. And the realization that she would have been a better listener than I. Makes sense, when all I've been doing until this morning is call it a Halloween prank. She goes through each of the photographs in silence, her shoulders growing stiffer by the second until she has gone rigid and pale. I hear Arya creating chaos in the background. Ugh. Oh, Mama. Now my hand's cold. But it is the telling glances they exchange afterwards that speaks volumes of the things running inside their minds.
What did Andrew say about them?
It could be one, but there's no guarantee it's a supernatural thing. It doesn't always happen. So, that's a dead end right there. Now that I think about it, bothering that guy for this feels pretty silly now. But with the dreams lately...
That's all? Did he say anything about the damn letter at all? Did you ask him even?
As expected, Zach starts to look at me like I've grown a second head. Yeah, I would too, if there was ever a universe where I was standing in front of myself. Because even as a child, I never believed in ghost stories. Lucky charms and mystical objects from my mother have often been stored away or given as paltry gifts to those who would appreciate them more.
Yeah, that's really everything. The letter kind of slipped my mind. The photos were more important at that time. There was some stuff about the local horror stories, though. Talked about the curses, And he was really fascinated with the story about a wraith asking for a sacrifice to move on. Kinda nasty if you ask me, but it does make sense if you simply go along with it. I'm not sure how this will help in the grand scheme of things. Why are you asking about this anyway?
Rose's death isn't just a coincidence, Zach. It may have something to do with... I may have...
Wait, stop right there for a sec, Bella. I thought you ain't buying this stuff, Ash. Just the other day, you said the exact same thing.
Granted, I haven't eliminated every single possibility here yet, but what else is there to go off of from here? The worried look Zach shoots my way doesn't help one bit in helping me gather my thoughts either, when that's what I came here for. Somehow, everyone's suddenly just worried about me. Not like I'm pulling this out of my ass.
I still don't, but even Rebecca, out of all people, claims there's something. Whatever this is, someone has got to look into it. Everything about this screams shady.
And along with Isabella's warnings. What's occurring around Zach? What's happening around Luxborn since Isabella found the letter?
Have you two seen the news this morning?
Zach's puzzled expression is enough of an answer. Of course he hasn't. Another night, another nightmare. The guy most likely went out as soon as he got out of bed to shake the images off. The memories have never really left him. Isabella, though.
I haven't, actually. Mama called, and I was busy.
That could easily mean anything. Did her Kuya, her older brother, end up in jail again? She had to bail him out numerous times in the past, so all that did was piss her off, not snap out every ounce of cheer in her. Sap out, sorry. Or is it that the other brother, the younger one who keeps insisting that he'll quit school so she could come home? That was 2 years ago. As far as I know, she already sorted that one out. It couldn't have been her father, right? The mansion sale, she has earned enough to cover every bill for a while. It should. So what is it then? If I remember right, I think... You know what? I'm not going to say it. I think I'm misremembering. I hope I'm misremembering.
No problem. It should be in the afternoon news as well.
Whatever's bugging her, I doubt it's something meant for casual discussion. Else she would have mentioned it sooner. Tucking my curiosity for later, I take the remote and begin cycling through the channels. A distraction. Not a good one, I admit, but it's definitely better than leaving her to brood. Eventually, I find one doing a recap of this morning's reports. And there it is. The poor guy is unidentifiable with how badly his body's been burnt. Murder via arson? That'd be the logical explanation if I was the officer looking into it. Except they couldn't find the source of the fire. Fire didn't even spread.
Found dead in the early hours of the morning today. The fire was contained within the room and no other tenants were harmed, according to Luxborn police.
They're going to consider spontaneous human combustion soon enough, if they don't find anything else. But what's important for everyone to note is the state of the room.
A similar writing was found in another victim's room from last week's incident. Both were employees of Briar Realty Corporation. LBN has reached out to the...
Like what happened with Cooper. Speaking of Rose, on Thanksgiving, Boyo and I had Spy Family on while we were getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I think was her name, the wife. I wasn't fully paying attention. I kept hearing her speak. I was like, man, I know that voice. Where do I know that voice from? I know that voice. So I ended up pulling up IMDb because it was bothering me. The voice actress who plays Yor is also the voice actress for Rose Cooper. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's why I know the voice. So that was fun to find out. Hell, I wonder how many other deaths like this that I've missed while I've been looking into Wright. The LPD's already thinking it's a serial killer at this point. How long until they consult with the London Metropolitan? I'm not sure. The Anselm Butcher has always been an enigma, even to the people within the city. Gone for a few years, then in the next, one body after another is found. Merely handling the case has apparently driven the chief inspector insane years ago. He never did find out who committed those murders. Maybe now this time.
This is because of that thing, isn't it? I did this somehow.
Technically, BRC did this, not you. You just got dragged into it because you worked there, and then you accidentally dragged your friends into it. Although they would have been dragged into it eventually anyway, because they all ended up at the mansion at some point. So, everybody would have been involved regardless of what you did. Because it's not, I don't think it's the letter. I think it's the presence alone. Because the kids wrote the letter. So I don't think the letter actually is the source of it. Her words all come out like a whisper, but each syllable lingers in the air, heavy with her guilt. In the thick tension of the room, they strike harsher than any of the things we've said. However, she also has to understand, know that she isn't the only one in this. No one asked for her to take this upon herself. Rebecca won't. Zach won't. I sure as hell won't.
We'll find a way. Somehow. I don't know. This appears to be more complicated than I initially thought, but there has to be some way.
Reassurances have always felt foreign on my tongue. Ask me to shoot a target 500 yards away, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Assign me to a high-profile case, I'll hand in a solid lead within a few weeks. That's where I function best. Matters of the heart and feelings? Shooting myself in the foot seems preferable than racking my brain for the proper words to convey. But I try, because no matter how many times I tell myself I can do this on my own, I can't. I need her right now.
On top of that, we don't have any concrete proof yet. For all we know, it could just be someone clever enough to use those silly legends to cover up for his crimes.
This is true.
I wouldn't put it past whoever that is.
But it's not.
He's gone and killed 2 people already.
Oh, there's more than that.
But that's why I want to look into this, whether I have this case or not. I want to see for myself what it is. It's my job to know in the first place.
Then, what about...
And even if it is connected in any way, you have me and Zach helping you out. Becca too, I'm sure. She worries most out of anyone.
Not for much longer. May have fucked that one up.
So whatever shit you found yourself in, know you're not alone. Just promise you won't run off anywhere by yourself.
Encouragements aside, this is still a whole fucking mess, and we're in it blind. The only way to make it worse is if we start running around like a bunch of headless chickens. But I have a concrete plan now, I think. Maybe Isabella's right. Maybe we should dig deeper into BRC itself. Maybe we are looking at it the wrong way. However, my suspicions are mine for the moment. The details are something Zach doesn't need to know until I have something to show. It's enough that he's aware that I have an idea in mind. For this part, Z-Man doesn't push it, and nothing but heavy silence leads our departure hours later. Seriously, Zach would probably make a more responsible officer than me if he only had the heart to join the force. We could certainly use more kind people like him. But as good as that thought is, I push it all to the back of my mind as Isabella and I head for my car. Tonight, I can't stay distracted. And I'm going to call it here. About a half hour. And when we pick back up, looks like we will be going to BRC to do some investigating. I remember a QuickTime event that I think I was bad at, if my memory is... I'm bad at QuickTime events in general. But, I'll try not to get people killed. Emphasis on try. Anywho, I will see you guys later. If you haven't already, join my Discord. There's a link in the description, and that's where you will find, most likely, any updates on my surgery. Oh, I'm getting nervous, because for me, obviously it hasn't happened yet, and I bet you guys are sick of me fucking talking about it. But I'm starting to get anxious as we get closer and closer. So, whew, here we go, guys. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Thanks, love you, bye. Remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You just might save a life. Bye! Shut up, car horn.